the jungler, get your advantage in the bottom side as you are so well protected between Kench and Caitlyn that the all-in from Varus and Braum cannot happen. So Longzhu looking to get ahead on the top side of the map, and if they can do that while they don't have crazy tools to flank an Orianna and take her out, advantages early game and an early Herald will put her in a hole that she will struggle to get out of.
Yeah, definitely puts a lot of pressure on Tamalrong here, one of these younger junglers. I'm not sure how many people out there have seen some of his interviews, but a very laid back, kind of meek
You mean
guy.
shy?
Yeah, very shy. And
timid.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. And when there's a lot of pressure on a guy like that, I mean, it's yet to be seen whether or not he can truly perform up against some of these other bigger teams. So far, Ever8 has had a lot of trouble with exactly that, though they did put up a good fight against Samsung. So let's go over the compositions one more time. Renekton, Kha'Zix, Taliyah, Caitlyn, and Tahm Kench. Longzhu.
I imagine at least Ever, though, they are in the side, they're at the end of the tunnel. You know, so many people when they're near death credit the experiences. It was a revelation. They've found new inspiration, and if they can do that now, they're at the bottom of the standing. So they should have a way of playing with no reservations now.
Yeah. Lots of love on the side of the skins for Ever8. We'll see if the power of love can bring them a victory here in game number 1 against this very strong white hot like fire Longzhu lineup. Let's jump into game number 1 right now.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a first.
That guy is really into it. Did you?
Yeah, it was beautiful.
I was close. There was a couple of times
I did it
where
on purpose. I just let go and enjoy it.
You just
like
let
this
go?
dive.
Helper might just have to let go and enjoy it, although this is a really good setup what he's trying to do, but really nice patience out of Longzhu. The leap in, and Khan does not go down. First blood over to Cuzz.
Holy crap, that was so well played by...
Let's take another load.
So they wait for him to blow his cooldowns first. He pulls the trigger a little bit too early, but right here, slice, dice, you're out. And then he leaps in for the final shot. No need to flash out of that one. Beautiful dive.
Oh, here comes Cuzz. You were talking about that isolated damage. Will not be jumping in for that one. Doesn't want to dive 2 turrets, but does force Malrong to back off.
Now the jungle matchup and the top lane matchup are going in the favor of Longzhu. They are playing to this advantage, and they're just...
You're surrounded. I hope you have some kind of escape plan. He's going actually towards the bottom right, and he will get out. The teleport comes on in from Helper, and all of a sudden Longzhu are the ones that are on the escape. Cataclysm is going to be used with the shockwave. Good flash there by Prey to get out of harm's way. And it doesn't look like Longzhu wants to get this, but a really nice hit of corruption there onto Prey, and the follow-up there by Duel will net him a kill.
The follow-up looked a little hesitant from Ever, but eventually the members of the bottom lane arrive, and they fully commit when they have all the resources there. So Septed sees the play happening and plays it beautifully. The only danger for this gank is going to be the Renekton, so all he has to do is worry about his positioning. As long as he can escape the Ruthless Predator, he's going to be perfectly fine. So he dances around with Ghost and flashes that out at the last second. So he sees him right here, get away from Renekton, waits for the flash, flashes right in anticipation. So beautifully played from him, and eventually they're playing it cautiously. Okay, we don't know where everybody's at. Shockwave dual lane is about to arrive completely here as Varus just enters the fight from over the wall. Nice chains of corruption, and the flash follow Braum is enough to take him out.
Yep, so we return into the top lane, although Longzhu did lose that kill, still ahead about 2,000 gold in this game. We've got a TP coming behind here in the top lane. We're looking for another dive, and this will be spotted out. Ella trying to recall, and Duel, he does have his summoners. Khan going in for the stun, waiting for that flash. The exhaust coming out from Ella, though. Will it be enough damage? The answer.
Lane wards, that ward, here he goes. It's at the try.
Okay, coming in on the try brush. In comes Helper from behind. Septed trying to get on in here. Cuzz will take the blue. The teleport from Khan is a little bit late. Gorilla locked up, and the nice chain of corruption. Ooh. Look at that kick straight into Ella from Malrong. Cuzz getting extremely low, but the damage is turning back. Double kill now for Duel. He's somehow still alive. But now the big shockwave onto BDD. He's still very, very healthy, but so is Septed. The flash forward! Septed trying to take this fight into his hands. Now it's Septed against BDD. Who's going to win? Septed with that red buff does slow him, and BDD is out of mana, but he can't get close enough.
And Khan just almost obliterates the fight. The initial came out from the teleport. We saw them go onto Gorilla. Both the Flag and Drag and the Glacial Fissure commits almost entirely to Gorilla. Nobody else is taking any damage. And we're going to take a look right there. Here comes the TP. It's coming into the try. Jarvan is here. The leap is using. Everything gets blown onto the Gorilla. The Flag and Drag, nobody can follow through. Septed is stuck on the outside. Doesn't have an angle for a shockwave, but a beautiful two-man kick. Then immediately as the kick comes through, Ella commits to flashing in, but that's a Renekton that hit a four-man slice and dice with Talia right in the backline, but the shockwave is good, and this one right here, the flash, Q dissonance, straight into the face. No chance of outplaying it.
So sick.
What a great fight.
Put that in your highlight reel. That was a really fun one to watch.
I thought Renekton was going to turn the whole thing around.
Yeah, it was really close. Malrong showing up.
That it takes for the Tahm Kench to go down.
Okay, we got the two dual lanes coming in here. BDD going to make it an unfair fight, but Helper looking to even it up. 3v3, and the teleport coming on in. Make that 4v3, and the trade here in the river. It looks like Cuzz has found Septed. Can Septed trade it back? No, is the answer. Cuzz with his X-Drinker will have enough survivability to take out that very squishy Orianna.
He sure would have wished he had Shockwave right there, and as such, Cuzz punishes him immediately at no score in the next couple of fights. So Weaver's Wall will block a couple of members out.
A little bit early, but still just kind of hurting them in. Shockwave onto summonerless BDD, but stepping on a trap is Septed, going on in his Khan and jumping in his Cuzz at the same time. Big Cataclysm, but just to save the rest of his team does help her.
And they knew that Renekton was flanking, but the Shockwave was used onto the solo BDD, and as such, they had no chance of killing anybody in that fight. Renekton goes for the flank, and Septed, without anybody to protect him, just gets deleted.
Elder to push a quick lane, even take a quick mid-tier 2.
So I think the Shockwave is trying to hit more members, maybe hoping that Kha'Zix will step into it, but he walks straight into the trap. As soon as the crit comes in, there's no hesitation on the members of Longzhu. Both Cuzz and Can flash right away, eliminate Orianna, and that's their goal for all these fights. Eliminate Longzhu has. It's going to be a quick Baron for them to take in the next 30 seconds. So they push, retreat with 5 seconds till the Baron spawns, and voila.
Okay, they're trying to go 2v1 here onto Khan, and they might be able to get this with the Cataclysm. It looks like they will. So a small victory here for Every.
Good response from them. Killing the Renekton means that now they have some breathing room to push the lanes back and start dewarding this jungle. However, they are still under the danger of any pick or any chunk they get is going to make a difference, as especially if it goes onto Malrong. If they force him to base, he's going to have not enough time to get back into the map. Now they're looking for another one.
Okay, trying to chunk them out once again. Septed getting lower and lower on mana. There's the Chain of Corruption onto Tahm Kench. They make it work. The Cataclysm onto Prey on the left side. But at the same time, on the back foot, Malrong, he goes down to Cuzz and Khan, the two-man assassin crew. And oh boy, eating way too much damage is Ella in the front. Khan and Cuzz looking for more assassinations. Duel by himself cannot take off Prey and BDD. And there's going to be the double kill and the ace for Longzhu.
And the Khan and Cuzz show continues, taking out Malrong from the start and then collapsing onto the backline and the remaining members of Everett, who had taken down Gorilla. Their commitment to taking down Tahm Kench is uncanny. I've never seen somebody just go for Tahm Kench so damn much. The Devourer has a cooldown, guys.
Yeah, it's maybe they have to mix up their strategy going into game 2, but that's going to be a pretty one-sided victory here for Longzhu in game number 1.
Just great team fighting overall. I love the decision to flash onto Orianna the second she's isolated. Kha'Zix jumps in right away, and even though they can't eliminate her, they force her nearly out of the fight. She has to flash over the wall and is in that position that is not going to be able to do much more, as the Weaver's Wall did come through right at the end. And all smiles and just a casual victory for Longzhu.
Yeah, it was close at some points in that game, especially